My name is Hemang Desai, and I have the privilege of leading corporate social responsibility at SAP. One of our key drivers of our CSR strategy and our business strategy, frankly, is around ensuring that we can create lasting, sustainable change in communities around the world. Our focus area around enabling and accelerating impact businesses aligns greatly with the work that Africa Forward is looking to do and achieve. Africa Forward has the right skill set and the right connections in the African ecosystem, and particularly with the G20 presidency for South Africa, we saw them as a really key player in bringing that policy level and advocacy level work down to converting that actually into policies that drive the social economy forward. Our world in general and Africa as a continent are faced with lots of challenges at the moment. When you think about youth education, unemployment, as well as some of the climate factors as well that are at play, we see an organization like Africa Forward being a chance for us to really take our corporate vision and our corporate strategy forward with regards to driving meaningful and lasting change in societies all around Africa. I think one of the most powerful levers that companies can use is around investing in building ecosystems that can support meaningful, lasting change. A lot of times, every corporate is looking at how can I create a program that can contribute towards our social impact goals. But sometimes rather than a program, creating that ecosystem approach and creating the systems that can enable that change is really what's needed. And I think that is very much underutilized at the moment. I think in this current age of technology, and specifically now with generative AI, the skills that people need and youth need for jobs are changing at a very rapid pace. So to me, it is not so much about which skills in particular are we training towards, but really that idea of sensing the demand of how is the market changing and how are we able to adapt at a rapid pace to those skills that are needed for those jobs of the future. From my perspective, there is a lot of innovation and a lot of passion that comes through in Africa's social economy ecosystem. One of the things we can do is figure out the role that a global company can play in terms of contributing to that in a meaningful way. Investing in ecosystems and really looking at the localized needs of the different markets are two ways that companies can really look to see how they can create that meaningful impact within the community itself. Sustainability indeed is a business imperative when we look at it holistically. This is not just about being sustainable in our own operations, so things like net zero targets that companies have, but really looking at how can we build sustainable, resilient supply chains through topics like social procurement or impact-led procurement, which can really help solidify and strengthen our supply chains, as well as future-proof them against some of the challenges that we see all around the world. We just had a panel discussion that focused on how can private sector support and better work with the social economy and the social sector when it comes to driving sustainable change. One of the key takeaways was around not just the fact that there is a lack of access to capital, but the right types of capital at the right points in time as well. That is a key driver to creating that next wave of change when it comes to the social economy.